Miss Ilocos Norte 2023 Let's get the biggest Olympics of Ilocano beauty and art started. On with the 2019 Miss Ilocos Norte swimsuit competition. Beginning with Miss Adams. Miss Adams Kirsten Jade Balongan. Miss Baccarat Tiffany Ann Manera de Cuicuy. Miss Bagot Alicia Faith Odarbe. Miss Banan, Janice Kristen Akron. Miss Batam, Lorian Munichu. Miss Burgos, Erika Pedro. Miss Garcia, Jenny Andalusia. Miss Curimao, Katrina De Viernes. Miss Tingras, John May Durias. Miss Dumalneg, Gracie Ira Majesty Radio. Jane Aguinaldo. Miss Baway Carol May Ramos. Miss Pazukin Stephanie Artilio. Miss Beatrix Witzel May Pitlo. Miss Pinili Jennifer Panukto. Miss San Nicolas Kimberly Laxina Pamingkuan. Suki, Pintig, Pinili, San Nicolas, Sara, Solsona, Bintan. He's back on the Miss Ilocos Norte center stage. Let's give it up for your host, Mr. Paulo Barba Bentiones.
Good evening, Centennial Arena. Wow, it's great to be back. Bago lahat, let's give our lovely ladies another round of applause, please, for that spectacular performance. Paninig po natin sa kanila ang ating suporta sa kanila lahat. As I mentioned, it's great to be back. I'm really thrilled to be hosting Miss Ilocos Norte once again. You know, so for many years, we have been celebrating the Ilocano beauty. But more than that, we also elevated the caliber of the women that we have put up here on stage. We are talking about women who are empowered. We are talking about women who share the causes of provincial government. We are talking about women, most importantly, who put a premium on education. And that's really the core of this pageantry. The CIRIP Scholarship, we've sent so many ladies to various universities, and they've all been very successful in the fields that they have chosen. Now for that deserves a round of applause for that fantastic endeavor. Now of course I can't do this pageant alone, I need some help, so joining me is an equally gorgeous lady. Please welcome Kina Madamba. Hi Kina.
Thank you, Paula. I love the energy in the crowd. Who wouldn't get excited? These women are so incredible. And why not? They have been carefully selected in their respective local pageants, and for over a week, they have been working long hours to prepare for this night. And that makes it tough for these people we have before us tonight, the members of our selection committee. So let's get down to our first order of business. Let's meet our judges for tonight. First up, we have a resident physician of Mariano Marcos Memorial Hospital and Medical Center, Dr. Harold J. Baiting. Our next judge is a law professor at MMSU College of Law and an incumbent prosecutor of the city of Bataan. Please put your hands together for Attorney Val Lanyo Pascual. We are also proud to see in the judging panel one of the most revered beauty queens for her generation. Aside from her accomplishments in the pageant world, she is also one of the most well-loved educators at Ilocos Norte National High School, where she currently works. Please welcome the always chic and very perky Miss Marie Jane Pascual-Llanyo. We also have in our midst is a state prosecutor at the Department of Justice Manila, the well-accomplished attorney Zersex Garcia. Next up, we have the manager of Bank of Commerce Vegan Branch and the president of Rotary Club of Vegan, Mr. Marlon Lapid. Let's also welcome another pride of Ilocos Norte who recently passed the 2018 educated women. Ladies and gentlemen, Attorney Bianca Pastor. We have another woman in the panel who's recognized for her humanitarian works and for her involvement in various civic organizations. The General Manager of Remigio Enterprises Luwag in Taysarabuen, Tinabanan, Sipsipan, Mrs. Ana Carmela Ventura Remigio. Ilocos Norte is proud to have a businessman who moved out from Manila to retire in Pagudpud. He's the owner and operator of Kingfisher Resort in North Beach Camp and a business partner at Smooth Bar and Restaurant in Pawai. A round of applause for Mr. Mon Manoto. Highly esteemed as the others, and our next judge, who was a recipient of the Lopez Achievement Award and the CEO Awardee of the Year, both 2015. He is presently the facility head of wind and solar farms of EDC Burgos Wind Power Corporation, Engineer Andy Durog. He is a dancer, commercial model, actor, and one of the cast of the upcoming movie Banal showing on May 29. We have That's My Bae, Kim Michael Last. And to complete our selection committee, please welcome an amazing actress, endorser, and one of the hosts of the longest running noontime variety show in Bulacan, Dabarcans, our chairman of the board, Ms. Ruby Rodriguez. Good evening, ma'am. Back to you, Paolo.
Thank you so much, Kina, and once again, good evening to our very distinguished board of judges. Your job we do not envy tonight because, as you can see, our lovely ladies are really bringing their A game. Now, the grandest in Ilocandia, Miss Ilocos Norte, holds very, very high standards and will be very, very stringent in its criteria. Let me go through them one by one so that we are all clear with how our judges will be deciding who wins tonight. Now, first and foremost, the LGU select the ladies to be sent to the pageant. Now, once qualified, these ladies work round the clock to prepare for the preliminary competitions. And then they will go head-to-head in the following: the swimsuit, evening gown, festival terno, Inabel attire, photo shoot, and a series of interviews, each getting separate scores. Now, earlier, we witnessed the swimsuit round. The final challenge is the preliminaries, and one that will determine our 13, that's 1-3, semi-finalists. But 3 of them will be our social media choice, Texter's choice, and the winner of the Resiliency Challenge. Now, in the semifinals, our ladies will compete in another round of interviews and evening gown to determine the final 5. Those will have the chance to answer the final question. Now, the woman who gives the strongest answer, combined with her score in the preliminary and semifinal rounds, will decide who will take home the illustrious title of Miss Ilocos Norte 2019. So as you can see, our judges have their job cut out for them. So good luck to our judges, and good luck once again to our lovely ladies. Now at this point, let's continue with our program. Sashaying on stage to Women of the North, the iconic theme song of Miss Ilocos Norte, written by Ayan Raquel with music arranged by Eric Cayetano. Here are our 22 contestants for Miss Ilocos Norte 2019.
Manam, Batak City, Burgos, Cagasin, and Curimao. Cagasin, Dingas, Dumande, and Lawag City. Marcos, Nueva Era, Pagulpul, and Tawai. Pasukin, Pitik, Pinili, San Nicolas. And Pisarar. San Nicolas, Solsona, and Vintar. Please welcome on stage our Miss Ilocos Norte 2018 winners. Fourth runner-up, Naida Mars Solveig. Third runner-up, Maria Veronica Espejo. Third runner-up, Maria Veronica Espejo. Second runner-up, Maurice Domingo. First runner-up, Joanna Mayo. And Miss Ilocos Norte 2018, Trisha Azarel. Ladies and gentlemen, behold 5 Ilocanas epitomizing resilience and power.
Let's hear it one more time for our 2018 winners! Hello, sisters! So please, carry me through your journey last year, starting off with Naida, our first runner-up. So, what made you think helped you clinch the top, which could inspire our contestants this year to set up their game?
So there are a lot of factors and people to become who I am and to be where I am right now, and God knows I'm really thankful to each and every one of them. So the biggest factor is I think during the times when I feel like I'm fighting a losing battle and the people around me keeps on telling me to fight. So I made the people who believed in me my inspiration, so that somehow I will be able to repair their efforts, sacrifices, and kindness, and most important of all, to give them the victory they have been waiting for very, very long years. Thank you very much.
Wow, so inspiring! So next up, we will have Anime. So, let me ask you, how was Miss Ilocos Norte changed your life?
It changed my life in so many ways, but most importantly, it changed my perspective as a beauty queen. I have been joining beauty pageants for almost 3 years now, and to be honest, I wasn't really sure about the responsibilities of being crowned as a winner. But you know, as time passes by, I'm starting to realize that being crowned is not just simply about being crowned, but it represents the work that you can do, and it represents something so much bigger than yourself. And of course, I was able to widen my social horizon and understanding of people. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jana. Truly, we are proud of your achievements. And last but not least, our ever gorgeous Trisha. So, do you have any words for our ladies tonight? And what do we expect from you after your reign?
Okay, just be yourself. Believe that you can do everything. You can be anything and just enjoy, girls. And I will pursue my childhood dream to become a flight attendant and travel the world and experience different cultures. And who knows, I'll be joining national pageant.
Wow! So better watch out, Ilocanos. So thank you once again, ladies, and another round of applause, please, for this amazing women of the North.
And now let's meet these incredible women of the North, beginning with Miss Adams.
Presented by Longay 16 from the hidden paradise of the North, Municipal of Adams.
Aloha! I am Symphony Ann, Manehag sa Kulkul, from the Balikbayan town of the North, Macarang!
Alicia Faitadorba, 16, from the home of the Patroness La Virgen Milagrosa de Badang. Viva la Virgen!
Sofia Alexandra Villanueva Valentina from the home of First Wind Farm in Southeast Asia, the municipality of Maldives.
Challenge the market leaders. We need to do things faster, better, Trina Pernas, representing the home of the Napisan Festival and the world-class rock formation, Kurimal! Good evening, Ilocos Norte, from the golden grains of the north and the rice bowl of the province. My name is John Maydorias, proud to represent the municipality of Tingas. Praise Ira Magasiranya from the home of Panagwawagi, the municipality of Tumalne. Welcome to my city, where opportunities are endless. The city of dreams, Keisha V. Baldonado, representing Lawak City. LBG Martin Santiago, from the place where beauty and brilliance are in its finest. The home of the festival like no other, the Manalon Festival, municipality of Marcon. In this era of modernization, let's not forget the teachings of our culture and the value of our heritage. I am Jinky Yarja, representing the cultural community, Nueva Era. Beljane Aguinaldo, representing the most visited destination in Region 1, Bogotá. Career Ramos, 21, from the home rich in culture, traditions, and world-class tourist destination, Hawaii. Persevere, resilient, and brave. I'm Stephanie Argilio, from the home of the finest salt and the famous pistachio, municipality of Pasuki. I am Switzerland Mortis Pidlo, from the home of the first sunflower farm of the north and the historic town of Basirabon, proudly represent the municipality of Picting. Jennifer Barubrum, from the home of White Gold and National Living Treasure, the municipality of Pinili. Kimberly Paminduan, 20, from the business center of Ilocos Norte, San Nicolas. Precious Olanera, representing the birthplace of the brilliant late President Ferdinand Ejulic Marcos and the first capital town of Ilocos Norte, municipality of Saran. Rimba Garagili, Ilocos Norte. Angeline May de la Cruz, representing the Presidential Progreso Pagkakapanan. Zona del Sol, Sosona! Creativity is about knowing. Innovation is about doing new things. This is Zarina Kainal Yanyo, representing the town who rode the longest bike lane in the Philippines, the municipality of Bintar.
Good job, ladies. Let's give them all a round of applause once again. So as we mentioned earlier, our ladies have gone through a very rigorous 1 week of preliminary rounds where they go head-to-head with each other to stay on top of the game. Now, through those pre-pageant activities, we found those winners of our special awards. Let's begin with Miss Friendship. Miss Friendship, step forward. Badok.
To present the award for Miss Friendship is Miss Florence Pagriga of EDC and Mr. Ryan Remigio of Remigio Enterprises.
Congratulations. Our next award, we call this Best Performer. Miss Bacala.
To present the award for Best Performer is Mr. Matthew Llamas of Philippine Airlines and Miss Princess Jasmine Sevilla. 6th runner-up, Ilocos Norte.
Congratulations. Up next, we have the award for Best Photo, 2nd runner-up. And this belongs to you, Miss Burgos.
To present the award for Best Photo, 2nd runner-up is Mr. John Carlo Caldito of Ilocos Heritage Tours and Travel.
And you get a framed photo. Up next, we have Best Photo, 1st runner-up. Please step forward, Miss Curimao.
To present the award for Best Photo, 1st runner-up is Miss Maria Carmen Santos of Leyte.
And you also get a framed photo as well. A quick photo op. And congratulations to you. And now we have Best Photo. And this belongs to Miss Bado.
To present the award for Best Photo is SK Federated President Rafael Chua Medina and Miss Justine Silvestre, 5th runner-up, Ilocos Norte. Presenting the award is Mr. Chris Stowe of Small Bar and Restaurant. And Miss Patricia Itoriano, 4th runner-up, Ilocos Norte. We would like to thank our official photographer, Mr. Ronald Macatulad of Coverloop.
Congratulations. Up next, we have Best in Talent. Miss Bacala.
To present the award for Best in Talent is Honorable Donald Nicolas. And Miss Gabama Damba, 2nd runner-up of Ilocos Norte.
Our next special award, Best in Evening Gown. Make your way to center stage, Miss Pintar.
To present the award. To present the award for Best in Gown is Miss Helen 11 of Ilocos Norte.
Congratulations. Next, we have Best in Inabel Attire. This belongs to you, Miss Dumaleg. Congratulations. Up next, we have Best Inferno. And this is you, Miss Banda.
The present award is Miss Mika Amor of 2019 Ilocos Norte.
Congratulations. And now we have Best in Swimsuit. Who will it be? Our judges were the ones who decided on this earlier. Best in Swimsuit, Miss Pintar.
The Best in Swimsuit Award is presented by Boat NC, represented by Miss Melody Magsado. Together with Mr. Brian Estrapilla.
Congratulations! And now it's time to announce our 2019 CIRIB Award. This goes to the lady who stood out in a series of interviews from the press conference down to the preliminary shows with her spontaneity and wit. And the lady who epitomizes Kinasirid, or the Ilocano brilliance, is none other than Miss Sara.
To present the award for Miss Series, Miss Jake Sibat of the Ilocos Norte Youth Development Office, together with Jervy Kumarin of the Sirit Ilocano Kabataan Association.
And there you have it. Please cheer for Miss Ilocos Norte 2019 preliminary winners. Congratulations to all of our ladies. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to announce the top 13. Tabulated by MMSU's Information Communications Technology Center and Department of Computer Science. Folks, the first contestant moving into the finals is Miss Bangi.
Miss Guangay is Sofia Alexandra Tolentino.
Also making the top 13 is Miss Bado.
Miss Bado is Alicia Faye Dudardo.
Still in the running for the title, we have Miss Sara.
Miss Sarat is Precious Ole Neira.
Also headed to the finals, we have Miss Nueva Era.
Miss Nueva Era is Chinky Bala Larsian.
Also earning a top 13 spot, Miss San Nicolas.
Miss San Nicolas is Kimberly Laxina Mamintuan.
Our sixth contestant to make it to the next round, we have Miss Conemao.
Miss Corimao is Katrina K. Viernes.
The next woman making it into the semifinals, we have Miss Burgos.
Miss Burgos is Erica Pedro.
Earning a chance to become the next Miss Ilocos Norte, we have Miss Lawag.
Miss Lawag is Keisha Baldonado. Serena Kaina Bianca.
And another lady with a chance to become the next Miss Ilocos Norte is Miss Kumandeg.
Miss Kumalneg is Tracy Ira Majesty Rania.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, all these 10 ladies here before us have earned the rightful spot to the top 13. But as I mentioned earlier, equally deserving of the crown are our winners of social media, Texter's Choice, and the Resiliency Challenge. So to the remaining ladies, this is your last shot at becoming the next Miss Ilocos Norte. So here we go. We begin with our winner of the Resiliency Challenge, which was held a few days ago. Now, during this challenge, the ladies had to exhibit toughness, as the series of activities was physically and mentally exhausting. The ladies underwent training sessions under the Bureau of Fire Protection, the Philippine Red Cross, and the Provincial Resiliency Office. All our candidates will receive a certificate of completion from our trainers. And this year's winner of the Resiliency Challenge will have a chance to compete in the evening gown is Miss Pinili.
To present the award for Miss Resiliency is Mr. Michael Pebenito of the Provincial Resiliency Office.
Congratulations to our Resiliency Challenge winner. We are now down to our last two spots, and the penultimate spot is for the winner of Texter's Choice Award. This goes to the candidate who has accumulated the most number of votes in the text poll powered by Globe. And this year's Texter's Choice is Miss Patak City.
The award will be presented by Mr. Herminio Juan. The candidate will receive a gold prepaid Wi-Fi from Globe Telecom.
Congratulations. Let's take a selfie. Very appropriate. All right. 11 ladies are still waiting for their name to be called. They're right here behind me. But only one shall make the cut. Our last spot is for Social Media Choice. This will be given to the lady who charmed our social media followers and garnered the most number of votes in our Facebook poll. Ladies and gentlemen, taking the final spot, our social media darling is Miss Banda.
To present the award for Miss Social Media is Mr. Hansan Chua of High Factors.
Ladies and gentlemen, your top 13 semi-finalists. And let's give a round of applause to our very lovely ladies here behind me. Thank you so much, ladies. Job well done. So congratulations to our top 13. You worked really hard to make it this far. You can now go backstage to prepare for the next part of our pageant. Who will it be? Good job, ladies. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call your attention to our screens. Let's all watch this video highlighting the excitement and fun during the Himala sa Buhangin. Let's all watch this.
I will be alone.
Let's all celebrate music. Let's celebrate the arts. Let's celebrate one another. Let's celebrate tonight. Let's celebrate being Ilocano. And most of all, let's celebrate life.
The night is very young, kaya mga bes, join us as we make this evening full of fun and excitement.
Ilocanos are known to be diligent and stingy. We also know how to party. So let's all have fun tonight, but let's also remember to be safe and to be responsible.
Hanggat kaya namin tumugtog, kahit matanda na kami, gagawin pa rin namin hanggat nandiyan kayo. Salamat sa mga nagkumbida sa amin dito. Thank you very much. Mabalik kami dito. Thank you very much.
The Vice Governor of the Province of Ilocos Norte, Honorable Angelo Marcos Pardo.
Ilocos Norte. Isang magandang gabi sa ating lahat. And it's a real joy for me to be with you all as we crown the new Miss Ilocos Norte tonight. I like to greet my governor, our new governor, and soon to be governor on June 30th, the Honorable Matthew Marcos Manotoc. Likewise, I would like to greet all the judges and everyone here. Inipatak agserserbi iti publiko na iti babaw ng tiumili na kaya amin ako kay may timaray. Dito'y Miss Ilocos Norte 2019 Coronation Night. And this event is one of the highlights of our annual provincial fiesta, as it calls for a community that is united as one. At dito'y naging kakailan tayo, manipo damyanan, ingat abagatan, na umayim ang suporta, hindi kabukbukudan da, akan nilata. Iti dito'y pailain ket makita tayo, nata tayo ket ang titimpuyo para iti may sa pagimbagan. Pageantry is not new to the Filipino culture, with our country even tagged as a powerhouse in international beauty pageants. Coupled with our festive culture in Ilocos Norte, we prove time and again that pageantry is beyond the naked eye, not merely a competition of wit, talent, and beauty, but it has served as an avenue for young Ilocanos to further promote different advocacies such as tourism development and resiliency and disaster and risk reduction management, among others. In the annual Miss Ilocos Norte pageant alone, we demonstrate the importance of each candidate having an advocacy and passion to serve even alongside beauty and grandeur. Thus, I am confident that this has trickled even to pageants such as today's occasion, wherein it is your inner beauty and sincere compassion for others that will radiate. Good luck to our candidates. Each of you is a winner in your own right for simply being chosen to take part in this pageant, and each of you has a platform to demonstrate your passion to serve through winning the crown as Miss Ilocos Norte. Enjoy the night. Diyos unay dagina. God bless.
The Vice Governor of the Province of Ilocos Norte, Honorable Angelo Marcos Barba. Ladies and gentlemen, our senior board member, Honorable Matthew Marcos Manotoc, for his message. Mr. Nina na imbag arabi. Una-una po, I'd like to mention all of our candidates for this coming election. Pasensya na po. Of course, we have our governor, Amy Marcos, running for senator. And we have our next vice governor. Siya po ay magiging kauna-unahang female vice governor in the history of Ilocos Norte, Mrs. Nonang Marcos, Miss Cecil Marcos. And running for congressman of the 1st District, we have the Honorable Ryan Remigio. And for District 2, running for congressman, our very own Vice Governor Angelo Marcos Barba. And for the board members of District 1, we have Attorney Saul Lasso, Attorney Donald Nicolas, Attorney Franklin Respicio, Honorable Portia Salenda, and Honorable Joseph Sales. And for our Team Marcos here in Lawag, we have number 2, Michael Marcos Kion. For Vice Mayor Toto Lasso, and our councilors, RB Ablan, JB Bakiran, Edison Bonwan, Edison Chua, Justin Chua, Constante Dancel, Ferdinand Domingo, and Handy Lau. Okay, tapos na po yan. Pasensya na po. Of course, I'd also like to greet our SK Federated President, Honorable Rafael Chua Medina, our our mayors, Lervi Espiritu and Fidel Simatu, our vice mayors, Honorable Francis Espiritu and Honorable Crescente Garcia, and all of the judges, the chairman of the judge, Ruby Rodriguez, Kim Michael Last, Attorney Cerces Garcia, Mon Manotoc, Mrs. Mary Jane Leaño, Engineer Andy Durog, Attorney Val Pasqua, Mrs. Anna Remigio, Attorney Bianca Pastor, Mr. Marlon Lapid, and Dr. Harold Baitek. And of course, to our 23 lovely candidates being supported by our 23 cities and municipalities. Very good evening to all of the avid supporters, and of course to our outgoing Miss Ilocos Norte 2018, Miss Trisha Asaren. Once again, Naimbaga-Rabi, I'd like to congratulate everyone who has contributed to this event. And a special congratulations to all of the contestants. Mahirap po talaga ang ginagawa po nila. Kaya sana maging respectful po tayo sa Q&A portion mamaya. I applaud each and every contestant for being a leader in their own right. And I trust that our candidates will use their platforms for good to try and make a difference in their communities. Miss Ilocos Norte is so much more than a beauty pageant. It is a celebration of a small yet unified province in appreciation of the greatness of the Ilocana. The women of Ilocos Norte are its very foundation and lifeline. Tonight, we salute all Ilocana women and thank them for everything they do for our province. On this night of beauty, let us remember that true beauty is not in mere appearance, but in doing something for someone else, in compassion and generosity. Once again, Naimbag Arabi, good luck to all the contestants and to all the fans at sa mga beloved ka-Ilians ko. Happy, happy fiesta. Agbiag Dagiti Ilocana, agbiag Ilocos Norte. Just take me now.
Our senior board member, Honorable Matthew Marcos Manogo.
Thank you for those inspiring messages. And now, folks, we are back to the pageant where our ladies will be basically going back to square one. They have to forget what's happened in the preliminaries and, well, at least for now, and they have to set their mind to one goal, and that is to make it to the finals. Now, I'd like you all now get ready to witness the best of the best from this group of empowered and truly sophisticated women. So without further ado, here we go with the Miss Ilocos Norte 2019 Evening Gown Competition. Put your hands together.
Miss Bado. Miss Bado Cruz.
Ilocana spirit of uniqueness is a much proud reason for me to stand up and smile. My faith to God rooted with a strong devotion to our patroness, La Virgen Milagrosa de Bado, keeps me going. No matter how difficult life is, the fact that I am an Ilocana will surely make everything easy and free. Alicia Darman from the municipality of Bado.
Miss Bado. Miss Banggi.
I value the traits of being family-oriented, hardworking, and resilient, which I believe have contributed in my pursuit towards the best version of myself. I am Sofia Alexander Villanueva Tolentino from the municipality of Bangui.
Miss Banggi. Miss Banda.
When my friends visited Ilocos and they came from other states, they told me how wonderful Ilocos Norte is. And they told me how much they love the food, especially Cabinet and Empanada. And not to forget the incredible places they visited here. And just by hearing those things, it makes me really proud as an Ilocana. And that Ilocos Norte is my home. I am Janice Kirsten Castrades, representing the municipality of Banda.
Miss Banda. Miss Bataan City.
Beyond rich culture, colorful heritage, and vast natural resources, us Ilocanos are known for its resilience, adaptability, and courage to face different concepts of life. And this what makes me proud to be an Ilocana. I am Marian Milichu, representing the city of Bataan.
Miss Bataan City. Miss Burgos.
I am a proud Ilocana because in my blood runs the bravery and resiliency of an empowered women of the North in thoughts, in words, and in actions. I am Erika Pedro, and I am proud to represent the municipality of Burgos.
Miss Burgos. Miss Surigao.
An Ilocana, wherever she may go, will always be an Ilocana. I am proud to be a woman of Ilocanta because it runs in our blood. The tenacity of a true blue Ilocana. We are proud aside from being the biggest kingmaker. Ilocanos are becoming more outspoken and beautiful on the front with the rights that we deserve. I am proud to be an Ilocana because we inherit the value of industry, the frugality, and the hospitality. I am Katrina King Manalok Veras, proudly representing the municipality of Limao.
Miss Dumalne.
Raised in a culturally diverse community, I was told to respect individuality. I was not only endowed with beauty and ingenuity, but I also value morality and spirituality. I developed collaborativeness and creativity skills relevant to the 21st century. I embrace Your Majesty Rania, a proud Ilocana.
Miss Dumalne. Miss Lawag City.
Joining pageants allowed me to experience the passion and dedication my fellow Ilocanos pour into working. Together with the grit and fighting spirit my fellow Ilocanos show with the things they believe in. And this is what makes me proud as an Ilocana. And here I am now, standing with the same passion, dedication, and fighting spirit to go after my dreams. On behalf of the strong women, I am Keisha B. Baldonado, representing my beloved Lawag City.
Miss Lawag City. Miss Nueva Era.
Generally, Ilocanos are known to be stingy or frugal. It is not a pessimistic statement because it only means that we know how to prioritize things and how to budget. Hence, we're taught how to value our money, and that's what makes me proud as an Ilocana. I am GTR proud representing the cultural community. Nueva Era!
Miss Nueva Era. Miss Pinili.
I am proud to be an Ilocana, not only because of the rich culture and tradition that Ilocos Norte has to offer, but also because I am proud to be an Ilocana because I am rooted from a race wherein unity and solidarity are solidly seen and felt. I am proud I came from a progressive place, but people do not forget the culture they grew up. I am proud I celebrate acceptance, freedom, equity, and equality, and empowerment. I am Jennifer Sibarugum, proudly representing the municipality of Pinili.
Miss Pinili. Miss San Nicolas.
I am proud Ilocana because of our rich culture and arts, our majestic tourist attraction, our hardworking, and the resilient that we Ilocano conserve and preserve our culture and heritage for the next generation. It is a must for us to carry this to our heart and soul, and that's what we think of as a genuine Filipino. This is Kimberly Nicolas from the municipality of San Nicolas.
Miss San Nicolas. Miss Sarat.
I am a proud Ilocano for our ability to stay resilient and optimistic in the face of adversity. I am Precious Olanera, proudly representing the municipality of Sarat.
Miss Sarat. Miss Victor.
I am a proud Ilocana because we have shown to the world that we are sturdy, cultured, naemang, nasipit, kaya nasalinagnet. I am Zarina Kanya Emiliano, representing the municipality of Pintar.
Miss Victor. Bado. Banggi. Bana. Batak City. Burgos. Rimao. Dumalneg. Lawag City. Pinili. Nueva Era. San Nicolas. Sarat. And Vitar.
Okay. That concludes our evening gown competition. Now, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite portions of the pageant. This is the question and answer. I'm sure it's also your favorite as well. So, here's how it's going to go. I'm going to be calling our top 13 semifinalists one by one here to center stage, and I'll be asking them a question that came from our online followers. So just like in previous years where we engaged the online community in a conversation with us, we asked them for relevant topics and questions that they feel would be apt or appropriate for this pageant. Assisting me, we have Kina. Kina over there will be holding the fishbowl that houses the questions from our online followers. I do believe we are ready. Let's call Miss Badok. She'll choose a question and hand it over to me, and I will read it to her. The topic, culture, from Andrew Jansen Baroga. The question, some of our fellow Filipinos still perceive Ilocanos as kuripot. How will you change this perception? Are you ready? One more time. Some of our fellow Filipinos still perceive Ilocanos as kuripot. How will you change this perception?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We Ilocanos are really kuripot, but that's not negative for me because I believe that even if we are kuripot for others, it's okay because we still have what we need. We still have what we need for our daily living, and I will not change that because that is who we are. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Badok. Make your way forward so the judges can take a look at you. And now let's call on Ms. Bangi. Thank you. I will read the question which she read. Here we go. It's all rolled up. All right. Last May 1, the minimum wage among employees of Region 1 has been increased from 310 to 340 pesos per day. Do you think this is enough to augment the daily needs of every Ilocano? One more time. Last May 1, the minimum wage among employees of Region 1 has been increased from 310 to 340 pesos per day. Do you think this is enough to augment the daily needs of every Ilocano?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for that wonderful question. I think it is enough for Ilocano for that minimum wage because we Ilocanos are known as good in handling money, and we have resources in our surrounding that we can use to sustain our needs. Let's use our natural resources and preserve it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The topic, by the way, of that question fell under labor and employment. And the question came from Jurgen Rachel Gallardo Rapacon. Thank you so much. Miss Banna, you're next. May I have your question? The topic is social welfare, and this is from Mary Pauline Kawili. The Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program, or 4Ps, initially aimed to provide a way out for poor Filipino families, ensuring the country's inclusive growth. 7 years after, do you think this program has realized its objective? One more time. The Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program, or 4Ps, initially aimed to provide a way out for poor Filipino families, ensuring the country's inclusive growth. 7 years after, do you think this program has realized its objective?
For that wonderful question. We are now living in the 21st century, and we are now becoming more progressive when it comes to economy, tourism, and even the people are working very hard in order to achieve greatness. And one thing more, what we need to focus on is we need to come together as a community and as a nation to address poverty. Let us encourage private sectors to support charities and make it as an advocacy to alleviate poverty. In the end, it is only when we are united that we can achieve great things. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Please step forward. Let's call on Batak City. The topic, agriculture, from Crisel Sebastian. What will you tell to a farmer who considers himself poor? Once again, what will you tell to a farmer who considers himself poor?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for that question. What would I tell to a farmer if he thinks that he is poor? I will tell him that he is not poor because I know that he is one of the richest person I know in our region. Why? Because in agriculture, farmers are the one who creates our farmers are the one who creates are the one who plants our food, and they are the sources of what we eat. So I will not call them as poor because they are the reason why we have food in our table. Thank you.
Thank you. That's Batak City. Please step forward. Coming up next, we have Miss Burgos. The topic, environment, from Kim Damo Espedido. What do you think is your greatest weapon to combat the effects of global warming? Once again, what do you think is your greatest weapon to combat the effects of global warming?
Good evening, everyone. Climate change is a proven fact, and global warming has caused serious effect in our planet. As an empowered woman of North, I will combat global warming by starting with myself. I will be a disciplined and responsible citizen and be an example to others. But I cannot do this alone. We need to be hand in hand in order for us to fight against global warming. As what they said, micro effort turns to micro effect. So let us care about Mother Nature because Mother Nature can exist without us, but we cannot exist without Mother Nature. Thank you.
That's Miss Burgos. Please step forward. It's time to bring in Miss Conimao. Thank you. Siya na nagbasa. For the benefit of our audience, the topic, foreign affairs. This is from Emil Joshua Tungpalang. The Philippines has opened its labor market to foreign workers amidst recording a relatively high number of unemployed Filipinos. What is your opinion on this? One more time. The Philippines has opened its labor market to foreign workers amidst recording a relatively high number of unemployed Filipinos. What is your opinion on this?
So, I don't...
Natapos ko yung question. One last time. So the question was regarding, over there, the Philippines has opened its labor market to foreign workers amidst recording a relatively high number of unemployed Filipinos. What is your opinion on this?
Education is the key to this issue. With regard to this, education should have a concrete program to elevate these issues regarding education should have a concrete program to this to elevate poverty, and with this we can fight and we can be oriented to any problem that will come. Thank you.
That's Miss Primao. Please step forward. Let's bring on Miss Dumalne for her question and answer. All right, so the topic here we have tourism, and this is from Natanoj Apostol Onipnelot. Did I pronounce the name right? Onipnelot, yes. First time. The effective implementation of the tourism programs of Ilocos Norte is the reason for the annual statistical increase in the number of tourists who visit the province. Sustainability as key element to ensuring its success. What do you think is the biggest challenge in keeping the tourism programs of the province sustainable?
Okay, so good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to congratulate the provincial tourism of Ilocos Norte for having the increase of the visits due to tourism industry. So I think the greatest challenge that our tourism has is that we are now living in this new millennium, and our children of today are somewhat forgetting our culture and heritage. So as a young professional teacher, I would like to influence the youth of this new millennium to educate them about our culture, our arts, our heritage, so that they would, wherever they go, they will be able to bring this to any place that they will go. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Dumalneg. Please step forward. Time to call on in Lawag City. All right, the topic, urban development from Messi Desica, LPT. The question, is traffic a sign of progress? Once again, is traffic a sign of progress?
We often see traffic in a negative point of view. Well, in fact, it has both sides. It has a good side and it has a bad side. The bad side is, of course, it's obvious that we are going to be late in our schedules, and
it is causing the time management of us to lack and to be damaged. But upon looking at the bad side, we must not forget to look at the good side. Traffic is also a sign of progress because it means that the people of this nation, our community, is progressing. Because it means that the people of this nation, this community, is also progressing because they have their own ways of progressing and their own schedules. And that means that traffic isn't just a bad thing, but also it is a sign of progress because it's a sign of progress of the people in this nation.
Miss Lawag City. We'd like to remind everyone to please refrain from cheering until the answer is complete. We have Miss Nueva Era making her way to center stage. All right, the topic, sports, from Jonas Gajes Salvador. Earlier this year, a proposal has been made stating the inclusion of Mobile Legends, a multiplayer online battle arena, as a sporting event of the Palarong Pambansa. Do you agree or disagree with this? Once again, earlier this year, a proposal has been made stating the inclusion of Mobile Legends, a multiplayer online battle arena, as a sporting event of the Palarong Pambansa. Do you agree or disagree with this?
I think we are now living in 21st century, so that technology are taking place. So we must how and accept what is technology now. And it is important to let the parents realize how sport, or another important thing to focus on is that the importance of sport. The parents should let realize that sport is a must to their children because sport teaches us discipline, teamwork, and dedication. It builds one's character and heart. And of course, it is only when we achieve great things if we have the self-control. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's bring on in Miss Pinili. So the question is gender. From RV Castillo Balintec. Last 2018, the Miss Universe pageant had its first transgender candidate. What are your thoughts if the organizers of Miss Ilocos Norte were to allow a transgender candidate to join?
People say women is for women and LGBT are for LGBT. But it is now time for acceptance, inclusivity, and freedom to choose. So, if we want to make history, we must do not live like we are in the prehistory. That would be all. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Pinili. We have a couple more left. We have Miss San Nicolas. All right. Topic is health. From Mark Anthony Thomas 1. There are recent incidents of teenagers in the province committing suicide. Depression is cited as one of its possible causes. As a spokesperson, what can you do to help make mental health services more accessible to the Ilocano youth?
Well, for me, I will use my voice to talk to the government or non-government persons to help and to give importance about those people who experience depression. I want them to help and to advise that being depressed is not just because you have a problem. You need to face it, and as and you need to face it. And we all remember that the value of integrity, camaraderie, respect, and love to each one another is the only way for us to achieve the better of our planet. That's all. Thank you.
Last Miss San Nicolas, please step forward. And now let's bring on Miss Sarat. A couple more questions left in the fishbowl. Thank you. The topic, economy. From Joy Ryan, Tagayong Sugtang. What makes an Ilocano economically empowered? Once again, what makes an Ilocano economically empowered?
I believe that what makes us economically empowered are our local products. And to achieve the sustainable growth in 2030 for us to be able to help our national economy, according to the DENR, we must use our local products and encourage our people to diversify their products so that our province will be competitive and help the Philippines in the foreign market. So let us help our domestic sector be able to keep up with the foreign and let us make an impact with our Philippine exports. Thank you very much.
That's Miss Sarat. Please step forward. And last but not the least, we have Miss Vindan. Watch your step. Topic, social media, from Linton Arucan. Social media is one of the most powerful platforms for information dissemination, making people informed and safe in times of calamities. For quicker access to information, do you think children should be allowed to use social media at an early age? Over here, please.
Yes, of course. Good evening, everyone. I believe that social media has the powerful thing to its maximum potential. I believe that it helps us in so many different ways, like dissemination of information and communication. And the important thing in here is that how can you use it responsibly? Remember that how you can use it is the reflection of your own personality. Thank you.
That's Miss Vintar. Please step forward. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause, please, for our top 13 semi-finalists. They did really well in the question and answer. It is not easy being here on stage, answering those questions from our followers online. We'd like to thank them for giving those questions, relevant topics as well. Let's give them a round of applause, because they'll also be instrumental in how the judges will decide who wins tonight. The evening is getting shorter and shorter, and in a while we'll know who the top 5 will be. In the meantime, let's move on to our next portion.
I am Maria San Domingo, Miss Ilocos Norte 2018 second runner-up, and currently I am studying at Far Eastern University, Manila. the benefit that I got after receiving the scholarship after winning Miss Ilocos Norte. It lessened the financial burden that my family had while I am studying in Manila because we all know that studying there is kind of costly and expensive. And right now, the stipend that I get after receiving the money, I use it to pay my bills and my rentals and my dorm. And because of that, I am now studying in the school where I want to be. And I am now excelling in academics, and I am a student leader in which I am already guided the kind of trades and positions, and I am proud to represent the whole Ilocano community in Manila, especially in
My name is Arnold V. and this is Nerd from Country, and I am currently studying at Mariano Marcos State University to have Bachelor's of Arts in Communication. Napunta sa akin yung scholarship dahil minention ako ng friend ko na si Queenie Aguinaldo, my schoolmate before, na sa tweet ni Andrea na naghahanap siya ng pag-transferan niya ng scholarship, and nag-DM ako sa kanya at tinanong niya bakit sa akin mapupunta yung scholarship, bakit dapat ako. At yun, pinakwento niya yung istorya ng buhay ko, and after that, mabilis lang yung process. Nag-meet up kami dito sa Lawag para i-process na yung mga papers na kailangan para i-transfer yung scholarship. Then after that, yun, napunta na lang sa akin yung scholarship.
Hi, I'm Hazel Tuya from the Bay Ilocos Norte, and I was crowned as Miss Ilocos Norte first runner-up 2015. Way back 2015, I joined Miss Ilocos Norte. Luckily, I was crowned as Miss Ilocos Norte first runner-up, and along with this crown, I received scholarship and assistance. I was given a monthly allowance and free tuition from the school. With this, I am very grateful to the province of Ilocos Norte for providing me with scholarship. I was motivated to finish my studies, and right now, I am a licensed professional.
Attuned to its objectives of enhancing quality education, the province, through the initiatives of Governor Amy R. Marcos, has provided scholarships to young and promising Ilocanos. Our ladies of the Miss Ilocos Norte pageant included. For 6 years, Miss Ilocos Norte has provided opportunities to these ladies yearning to create a valuable future for themselves and their families. Miss Ilocos Norte 2019 would like to thank the following sponsors: Load, Energy Development Corporation, Zark's Burger, Chowking Lawan Central, Chua Consolidated, Fort Ilocandia, La Preciosa, Sulit Pinoy American Meals, Arabella Events Place, Kingfisher Resort, North Beach Camp, Smoke Bar and Restaurant, Travel Center, JVC Business Consortium, JVC Petrol, Dinamka Place, Lidor Travel, Ilocos Norte Tour Guides League, Ilocos Norte Travel Agencies Association, Philippine Airlines, Potency, Brew Life UK, Layfair, Marca Designs, Let's Clothing, and Events and Ambience by Dennis Raquisa. Special thanks to the following: the Mariano Marcos State University Computer Science Department, the Ilocos Norte Police Provincial Office, the Bureau of Fire Protection, Red Cross Philippines, and the Ilocos Heritage Tours and Travel by Mr. John Carlo Caldito.
right, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to put the competition up another notch higher. Let me position myself here. Good luck, ladies. So we started out the evening with 23. We're now down to 13. We are now going to whittle it further to 5. Here we go. Now those I call out will be participating in the final question and answer. The last hurdle to determine who becomes Miss Ilocos Norte 2019. Step forward. This is in no particular order, by the way. Miss Sana.
Miss Sarah is Precious Olainera.
Our next finalist, Miss Badok.
Miss Badok is Alicia Faye Odarbe.
Step forward, Miss Burgos.
Miss Burgos, Erica Pedro.
We have 2 more to go. And that spot belongs to Miss Vintal.
Miss Vintar, Serena Cainaliano.
One more slot remaining. Who's it gonna be? Congratulations, Miss Bundy.
Miss Funky, Sofia Alexandra Tolentino.
Congratulations to our top 5 finalists. Thank you so much to our semi-finalists for making it this far. In just a few moments, folks, we will be crowning Miss Ilocos Norte 2019. But we still have one more hurdle. The final question and answer. The woman with the strongest answer in this final battle, plus her combined scores in the preliminaries and the semifinal round, will take home the coveted crown. So as our ladies make their way backstage, for this round, our top 5 will be on equal terms as they answer a common question from the chairman of the Board of Judges, none other than Miss Ruby Rodriguez. So let's start out with our first finalist, Miss Salat. Ruby, anytime you're ready.
Well, I've been ready kanina pa. Mas nervyos yata ako magtanong. Hi, Miss Sarah.
Hello, good evening.
How are you?
I am fantastic. Thank you.
Well, that's good that you're fantastic. Anyway, how does your friend call you? I mean, your friends call you...
They call me Pipes.
Pipes?
Yes.
As in, pipe, yung parang yan, pipe?
Yes, because I couldn't pronounce Pepsi when I was a child, so they called me.
Ah, so it's like a pet name.
Yes.
It's like a pet name. Okay. Now, my question is, do you want me to make it as hard as those questions earlier, or do you want to make me do it simpler?
Make it hard.
Aha! I will have one question for everyone else except you. Wow, hindi. Okay, I'll make it really, really hard. Since all your governor to be is here, all your candidates are here. Now you tell us. You may answer in English, Tagalog, Ilocano, Trimedia, any way you want to. What is your dream for Ilocos Norte?
My dream for Ilocos Norte is us to be continually on the top spot for tourism in the Philippines. And the way that I'm going to do that is to utilize modern tools such as social media. One of the best marketing strategies that we have right now is to tap on influencers such as YouTubers, for example. And if they're vlogging about travel, their audience would be interested in traveling and leisure. And so we can use them as a way for them to showcase our beloved province and to tell the people that we are not unique just because of our physical infrastructures like our heritage sites, but we are special because of our people, the Ilocanos and the Ilocanos. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Pipe. Wait! Don't go yet. Now, I noticed you speak very well. I'm just curious, do you speak the language?
Apo.
Ilocano?
When?
Agsasalita ka di Ilocano?
When nagsasalita ako Ilocano.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Pipe.
Thank you.
Pagkatapos nito, pwede ka nang kumain.
Thank you so much. Up next, we have Miss Bado. Naturally, because it's only one question for all our candidates, we have to place them in an almost soundproof room. And here she is, Miss Bado, making her way. Organizers making sure that none of the finalists get to hear the answers of the other four. Miss Bado, if you're ready.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Miss Bado.
Hello, ma'am.
Wag mo naman ako tawagin, ma'am. Para naman akong principal. Ano ang palayaw mo?
Faith po.
Faith? Okay, Faith. Kumusta ka na? Ninenervyos ka ba?
Yes po.
Huwag kang nervyosin. Madali lang ang tanong ko. Simple lang ito. Faith, ang tanong ko lang, pwede mo itong sagutin ng Tagalog, English, Ilocano, Taglish, Ilocano, pwede ha? Kaya lang yung ibang judge kasi natin hindi nakakaintindi ng Ilocano. Faith, ano ang dream mo para sa Ilocos Norte?
Ang pangarap ko po para sa aking pinakamamahal na probinsya ay ang pagkakaisa ng lahat. Dahil sa pagkakaisa po ng bawat isa ay makakamit po natin ang kahit anong pangarap natin at malalampasan po natin ang lahat ng problema. Thank you.
Salamat, Faith!
Thank you, Miss Bado. Up next, let's call on in Miss Burgos. Once again, it's taking a while because our ladies are coming from all the way backstage where they cannot hear the answers of the other finalists. Miss Burgos, if you're ready.
Hello, Miss Burgos.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm a little bit nervous.
Don't be. Just smile. Look beautiful for everyone, and you'll be okay. You're called Erica?
Yes, that's right.
Erica. Erica, the question I'm going to ask you, pwede mo tong sagutin ng Tagalog, pwedeng English, pwedeng Ilocano, pwedeng magkakahalo lahat. Huwag mo lang kaming gagamitan ng mga IKR kasi baka hindi alam ng iba kung ano yon, okay?
Okay.
Simple lang to, Erica. Could you please tell us what your dream for Ilocos Norte is?
Good evening, everyone. As an empowered woman of the North, I am dreaming for Ilocos Norte to have a community that is helping each other and united when it comes to facing crisis in terms of political, environmental, and even economical crisis. I would like us to move forward all together towards one great Ilocos Norte. Thank you.
Thank you, Erica. Salamat.
Thank you, Miss Burgos. Let's call on in our next finalist, Miss Binta. And here she comes, slowly but surely. Binta, if you're ready.
Hi, Miss Vintar.
Hi, ma'am.
Ayun na naman si ma'am eh. Para ako nagtuturo ng English, ganyan. Teka, ang pangalan mo ay Zarina Kaina. Kasi pag ako nagbasa, kain na ang nasa isip ko eh. Ayan o, kain na. Okay, Zarina, anong palayaw mo?
Sorry.
Ha? Anong tawag sa'yo ng mga kaibigan mo?
Zar po.
Zar. Wow. Zar, parang char. Okay, Zar. I'm going to ask a question. It's very simple. You can answer me in English, in Tagalog, in Ilocano. You can do the mixed media. It's up to you. You can, use your hands and everything. Zarina, Zar, could you please tell us all here what your dream is for Ilocos Norte?
I think my dream for Ilocos Norte is that I can see the uniqueness, the beauty of strength and diversity of the Ilocano, and I am very proud as an Ilocana because we have the values that we have, and I think the most important thing in here is that we have matured citizens that we can achieve great things, because I think I can see that the significant issue or problem in our province is the misbehavior action of the people. And what I want to be is that I want to clear that
Go ahead. Just smile and breathe.
And what all I need to do is that I want to become to become a good role model to them and to unite them and to achieve great things. Thank you.
Thank you, Sar.
That's Miss Pintar. We have one more finalist left. Let's call her in. Miss Bungie. So once again, our finalists are coming from all the way in the back. And here she is making her way up the stage. Miss Bungie, if you're ready.
Hello, Miss Bungie.
Hi.
I see here your name is Sofia Alexandra. Am I correct?
Yes.
Ano ang palayaw mo?
Alex po.
Alex. Ooh, I like name. Oh, nice name for a female.
Thank
Alex, ano ang surname mo? Apelido?
Tolentino po.
Tolentino. So, Alex Tolentino. Pagka sinabing andyan po si Alex Tolentino, isipin ko lalaking macho eh. Alex, ang tanong na ito ay maaari mong sagutin ng Ingles, Tagalog, Ilocano, pwedeng halo-halo ang tatlo. And this is the question. Alex, what is your dream for Ilocos Norte?
My dream for Ilocos Norte is to preserve its natural resources because Ilocos Norte is known for its beautiful natural resources and dedication to the natural resources. And I hope Ilocanos will preserve all these natural resources for the benefit of the future Ilocana. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Miss Bungie. And ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our final question and answer. Let's give Ruben Rodriguez a round of applause, please, for the final question that she gave all of our candidates who made it to the top 5. So there you go. Let's let the judges percolate on the decision that they had to make tonight. A very difficult decision. You have to take into account a lot of things, I know, but I think our ladies deserve a round of applause for their performance tonight. So who's going to be the winner? We'll find out in a while. In the meantime, I turn you over to Gina.
In just a single moment, her life changed when she was announced as Miss Ilocos Norte 2018. From that time on, a whirlwind of experiences kept coming into her life that certainly made her reign a fantabulous one. Her incredible year is coming to a close, and in just a few minutes, she is going to pass the crown to an equally splendid woman. Giving a unique conclusion to her reign, let us welcome Trisha Sharat, our Miss Ilocos Norte 2018, together with the Samuang Singers.
orphan of a far-off place where a hero's welcome will be waiting for me, and the crowds will cheer when they see my face, and the voice keeps saying, "This is where I'm meant to be." I'll be there someday. I can go the distance. I will find my way. If I can't be strong, I know every mile will be worth my life. When I go the distance, I'll be right where I belong.
Ilocos Norte has been very kind to me. You have all been very kind to me. I only have gratitude to all of you for giving me this chance to be here. It has been a wonderful year that I will never forget. You have given me the chance and privilege to represent the best of our province. And I have found good friends and supporters all across the province. And I hope that we continue fostering kindness and continue uplifting each other as a family. I have a lot of people to thank, especially my family, my friends, my supportive team, Ate Amor Albano, Ate Angel Pasqua, Christian Ranjo, Ma'am Majang, Miss A, Sir Ayan, Ken Romel, and more. And to my capital family who have pushed me to be my best, and for the sincere friendship. And I have found my BFF in our governor who has always been behind me as she always behind all of us Ilocanos. I wish you all the best, go, my BFF. And yes, Miss Ilocos Norte isn't just a platform to showcase Ilocano beauty, but an avenue to empower and inspire the women of the North. Thank you, and thank you for these opportunities. I'll be there someday. I can go the distance. I will find my way. If I can't be strong, I know every mile will be worth my while. When I go the distance, I'll be right where I
Miss Trisha Siret, Miss Ilocos Norte 2018, together with her runners-up.
And now, folks, let's give our ladies one more shot at impressing our judges. Gracing the stage, we have Miss Ilocos Norte together with the Virgen Milagrosa dancers, our candidates in their final look. Let's give them all a round of applause.
Gracing the Miss Ilocos Norte center stage in their final look, here are the top 5, beginning with Miss Sarat. Miss Sarat is a sociology student at the Purdue University of the Philippines. As a student of sociology, she holds a strong opinion and stand on bullying, mental health concerns, HIV, and other critical issues. Miss Sarat. Miss Bado. Miss Bado had a limited time preparing for Miss Ilocos Norte as she was just recently crowned in her hometown's pageant. But looking at her sterling performance tonight, she is all up to nab the much coveted crown. Miss Bado.